Hey there folks, back with another quick Run 8 video today. The developers kind of out of the blue, well not out of the blue, most releases are generally on Thursday. Today is not Thursday, today is Wednesday the 2nd. Maybe it's got something to do with the 4th of July festivities and weekend going on, but they threw us a knuckleball and we got a release today on a Wednesday. Everybody usually waits for Thursday with bated breath, seeing if we're getting something, but we got something today on a Wednesday. So not only do we get a new update, which is update 22, which fixes a myriad of things, a lot of bug squashing and kind of updates and fixes the Savannah sub, which is nice. I'm very much looking forward to. But we have also got this, another mixed freight pack, mixed freight pack 7. Featuring 3 different cars. So let's get in there and take a look. Of course, it's going to be $10, pretty much like every other pack. I'll link down below where you can go and find this. First up in the pack, we've got the very cool looking and pretty unique T765 Argon tankers in IAPX and LCTX designations. Now, these are vacuum insulated tank cars, usually with an inner and an outer tank. The inner built from stainless steel and the outer as carbon steel. The space between is vacuum drawn and insulated, and often carrying loads roughly negative 130 Fahrenheit, although there are other spec DOT variants which can go much lower. Probably my second favorite out of the pack, the GB 7100 wood chip hopper, high capacity, open gondola, can be fitted with double end doors, hauling wood chips, cottonseed, and low density items. 7100 cubic feet, 110 ton, featuring tarp tie downs at 67 feet long. Last up, we got some more box cars. Hey, I'll always take some more box cars, that's for sure. 60 footers. High cube, high capacity with 2 plug doors per side, 69 feet long, GATX and Ferromex, which is pretty cool because that's definitely a newcomer to Run 8. Alright, we're up in Run 8 right now in South Overyard in Savannah, Georgia. One of the, the latest route that came out for Run 8. Still very much enjoying it. And there is good news, folks, for those of you that have the Savannah sub and thought, well, damn, it is always crystal clear skies over coastal Georgia, and that is definitely not the case in real life. I guess there was a bit of a snafu with the files that have since been fixed, and in this recent update that you get within your updater, it fixes your weather. So it's a nice little cotton ball puffy cloud day here. Of course, it changes as it should. I've been kind of playing around with it here. We'll throw it on precipitation real quick, see if we can get a little rain going. Of course, I have it set on current time, so it's, July in game. It's definitely hotter than hell here in coastal Georgia right now, in the dead scrotum of summer, shall we say. Very, very sweaty times in the south. You can see the sky darkening up, so that helps a lot. Plus, I'm hearing, we'll just turn this up real quick. I'm hearing bugs, like crickets, cicadas, which I don't recall hearing those before here, nor anywhere. I don't know if that's a new thing, but that's the sound of summer. These crickets and cicadas just making a ton of noise, just droning into your eardrums. So that's pretty neat. I haven't noticed that before. If you guys have, please let me know. They always add, they sneak a few things in the sim every now and then, and you never can tell. So if you have found something, please let us know down in the comments below. I would love to know if you found something that they may have added with this update, as will others, I am certain. So I went ahead and got rid of the rain. Let's see if we can just throw it back on cloudy here. Like the rain should be stopping. So yeah, we're on the Savannah sub. We have got weather now. They've fixed a lot of things as far as routing and auto on all various routes all across the sim, from SoCal to here to anywhere. And I'm kind of curious with these cars, guys, because we always seem to get cars that matter, right? That have uses, that have industries within Run 8 itself. And with these liquid argon tankers, I don't know where there's any places around here that, the port of Savannah, definitely. There's a lot of ports around here. They probably do a lot of chemical shipping in and out for sure. But I don't know. What do you guys think is coming? That would be my guess. Something added on to the Savannah sub. I mean, we need the port. That I cannot wait. I'm pretty sure High Rail has mentioned that that's coming to some degree. But I'm also thinking AGS Part 2, which goes down to the old Gulf of, I almost said Mexico, but I guess you got to say Gulf of America. I must admit it doesn't have the same kind of ease off your tongue saying it, but, down to the Gulf, which is petrochemical heaven for, railroads in the U.S. So, down Louisiana and Mississippi and places like that. So, I don't know. I'm kind of curious as to what these are for. Maybe there's something around here that I do not know of. But anyway, let's look at these darn cars. These things look spectacular. Once again, I can't believe I'm seeing stuff like this in Run 8. Like, yes, it is 2025, but these look incredible. This looks like some of the top tier stuff you see in Trains or Trains Sim Classic. Hell, I mean, they look incredible. The shading on them, the texturing, just the sharpness, all the DOT, safety gobbledygook on there, your PSI, your temperatures, all that stuff. All these serials, it looks really, really good. You can see some kind of like marking on there as well. You've got your reflective tape too. These things here are kind of like your venting within the car, these kind of pipes. I think they're on both sides. Yeah, so there's some right here. There's two there. And you can actually see them going up under the car. I mean, some really good looking stuff for Run 8, man. Not gonna lie. They look really, really nice. You can put some placards on there as well, like you can with a lot of the tankers. Here's your kind of hookup area right here to unload, offload, I said onload and off, all kinds of loading, on and off loading. But these things look really, really good. Coming in hot again. I'm assuming these only came once again from High Rail Simulations, as with a lot of these mixed freight packs recently, because they just look really, really damn spectacular. See the brake piping under there. Let's get up in the air real quick here. Fly up in the sky. Venting is normal. Man, if that was ever a statement of all time, it damn sure is, man. You got to vent. So there's one on this side and two on that side. Kind of look like some pipes on a tractor trailer, semi truck. Some crazy looking pipes, like some of those SoCal pipes or whatever they're called. But this is, which one is this? The IAPX, which is Liquid Air Incorporated, initially known as Industrial Air Products. Now Air Liquide, which is a French company founded in France in the early 18th century, and the world's second largest supplier of industrial gases right here, IAPX. And then this sexy beast over here is LTCX, Union Carbide Corporation, aka Praxair. So you can see the actual legit logo. I'm sure you've seen those, going down the interstate or the highway on semi trucks and stuff like that. Headquartered in Texas and operational since 1917. Also a subsidiary of Dow Chemicals since 2001. These things are 57 feet long. And this one's cool because it's got, some extra kind of stuff on there, some placards right off the rip like that right there. And they're even kind of ripped as well. You can see some tearing on the top and bottom. God dang, these things look really, really good. They do. I love the way these look, especially the two tones like this. These look really nice. You got your chemical emergency decal on there. LTCX, liquid argon. Yeah, you probably don't want to inhale or get any of that on your skin. Man, these bug sounds are awesome. I feel like I'm just like right outside my backyard right now. And these are pretty cool too. I love wood chip hoppers. Big boy open gun. GB7100 or GB7. Wood chip hoppers, they are high capacity, of course, open top, can be fitted with double end doors in real life. Hauling wood chips, cottonseed, I think I went over all that earlier. 7,100 cubic foot as per the name, 110 ton. And they have tarp tie downs, which is pretty cool too. Of course, this is UP and Bean Sniff. We got old school Bean Sniff, and these are built by the Greenbrier Company, by the way. So kind of I don't want to say a rare rail car manufacturer, but something that you certainly don't see all that often, especially in a train sim of any sort. So that's pretty sweet to see that. And they do look good. The modeling on these looks good as well, and the shading in between the ribs and all that. You've got your reflective decals once again. Your crew stations right here, your handrails and your ladders and all that, which is pretty cool. But these do look very nice. And what's neat about these is obviously they're open top or empty like so, but you can actually click it and load it up, and it'll add a tarped thing to the top, which is pretty cool to keep, because these are, less dense kind of loads. So things like cottonseed and wood chips and whatnot will definitely go flying out of here, especially. You got to think too, if it starts raining real hard or something like that, and you start getting a lot of water down in here, that totally changes the dynamics and characteristics in real life anyway of the weight itself. And what's cool about these straps and tie downs, you can actually see them hooked on there to the to that little bit of railing. So that's pretty damn sweet. Little tiny details like that, man. These are really, really cool. But these are Uncle Pete, of course, and these over here are the Burlington Northern Santa Fe railway. So we got two more wood chip hoppers, which is cool. So now we've got two different types of wood chip gons, which I am definitely cool with. And then we got the old 60-footer high cube, high capacity, 2 plug doors per side. There are options with these. Some of these I think you can get in real life, obviously, which is 1 door. But they're meant to be completely sealed, kind of like a watertight seal, which is the reasoning for the plug doors overall. But again, these look really, really incredible. The model themselves, again, I have to pinch myself and say, man, this is Run 8, which is pretty crazy. The shading on here, the coloring, it's got that nice, just kind of beautiful royal GATX blue, like you see a lot of their, their lesser engines and things like that, which is pretty cool. But these look really nice. Of course, GATX really needs no introduction, but we'll go over it anyway. Railcar Lesser, based in Chicago, Illinois, founded 1898. So definitely one of the OGs as far as like equipment leasing, but it looks damn good. Very nice looking. Nothing really changes on here if you add a load. Of course, it just lowers down the springs and makes it heavy, which is pretty cool. But it's got plenty of nice tags, things all over it. It's got your excess car denotation on there. The GATX looks very nice and smooth. You got these nice decals on here as well. Plug doors are neat, just the way they function and operate. It's cool to see them working. But yeah, good looking stuff, man. And then this we got Gunderson Concaril Heca and Mexico por Gunderson Cacarel. Yeah, my Spanish is terrible. Ferromex. We got official Ferromex in the game, guys. In Run 8 Train Sim, we got Ferromex, which is pretty cool. Of course, there's been reskins over time, but you'll notice one of the little kind of things that's fun about this is Run 8 Posse, and you've got a sombrero on there, which is pretty neat. That's what I love about like the devs of Run 8 is, they're not without sense of humor, and they'll add little fun things like that. Like one of the rail cars we got recently was called Fomex. FOMX was the designation company. But Grupo Mexico Ferromex, again, needs no introduction. We'll go over it anyway, just in case. Parent company, Grupo Mexico and UP. I think Grupo Mexico owns like 76, and then UP owns about 24% or something like that, making up the company Ferromex, obviously. The largest railway in Mexico, headquartered in Mexico City, beginning ops officially as Ferromex in 1998. And this one's got a cool color too. It's just kind of like a gray, like a battleship gray looking color. But the Ferromex on there looks very nice as well. Very sharp. You got your decals, all that good stuff. We'll read this little bit right here. Grupo Mexico Transportes. It kind of sucks that the bit over the ribbing is blurred. I don't know if there's anything can be done about that. As you can see, GATX is in between the ribbing. I think it's just the way the model works. You don't really notice it. It's definitely not the end of the world. You stand at the right angle. It's not a big deal. I really don't care, personally. I mean, it is what it is. But the decal looks very good on there as well. And I'm familiar with Grupo. Sadly, being on the Florida East Coast, main line down here. This is, they're basically, part of Mexico now, our railroad. So we see some stuff like this on occasion, which it's cool to see, a bit exotic. But this is the pack, guys. 3 cars, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different liveries or reporting marks. $10. Just some nice rolling stock to add to run 8 for $10. You can't really beat it. Not too bad. I mean, free would be awesome, but guys got to get paid for their work, obviously. But I'm interested to see what's coming next as far as the route and what these are for, right? Because it seems like they leave us a trail of breadcrumbs when things come out that they're going to go to something. They're going to have a purpose, right? Not just like over the road freight kind of stuff, just that you happen to see in transport. So I'm thinking something's coming that's going to use these. But that's it, guys. Just some more Run 8 content. I feel like it's been forever. I've been waiting every Thursday. Like, this is the day. This is the Thursday. And it hasn't. They did it on Wednesday. They did a funny, and they got us on a Wednesday. That's it, guys. See you next time. Bye.